And now moving on to the latest on the Iran war. Iran and the US had their most serious military confrontation since a fragile ceasefire took hold in April. The US struck multiple targets in Iran after Tehran allegedly shot down an American helicopter. Tehran hit back by targeting America's regional partners. First, it launched missiles and drones at US bases in Kuwait, Jordan, and Bahrain. Then came a direct warning. Iran said Gulf neighbors have a legal and moral obligation to prevent US or Israeli operations from their territory. The escalation has raised fresh questions over President Donald Trump's claim that US-Iran talks are nearing a breakthrough. Yet, Washington is projecting confidence. A US official told CNN that the strikes were meant as a warning, not the start of a wider conflict. The official said administration does not expect the exchange to derail nuclear talks. Announcing the completion of this operation, US Central Command described the strike as self-defense and a proportionate response. Another report suggests that President Trump was initially reluctant to retaliate. According to the report, he approved military action only after recommendations from the Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and senior military officials. Even during the latest Iran-Israel exchange of fire, Trump insisted that the conflict would not impact negotiations. Just before the latest strikes, a new report suggested that the two sides have narrowed their differences on 4 key nuclear issues. The New York Times, citing US officials and diplomats, reported that the broad outlines of a potential accord are beginning to emerge. At the center of the talks is Iran's uranium enrichment program. Washington wants a 20-year suspension. Tehran has offered a 10-year halt. US officials believe a 15-year pause could be a possible compromise. Another major issue is Iran's stockpile of enriched uranium. Reports suggest Tehran could agree to dilute or downblend the material, provided it remains inside the country. The future of Iran's nuclear facilities is also under discussion. Iran has indicated it could dismantle 2 sites but insists on keeping 1 facility operational. Washington is also pushing for anytime, anywhere inspections by international monitors. It remains unclear whether Tehran will accept that demand. Progress on these 4 issues would mark a major step forward. But significant hurdles remain. The report notes that hardliners within Iran, particularly the Revolutionary Guard Corps, could still block any deal. Other flashpoints persist as well. They include Israel's continued military operations in Lebanon, Washington's refusal to unfreeze Iranian assets, and Tehran's demand for repatriations.